Every movie lover has their favorite picks, and IMDb's top 250 list is often considered a sacred guide for film enthusiasts worldwide. But what if we told you that some of these so-called masterpieces may not be as flawless as they seem? That's right. In today's video, we're diving deep into the most overrated movies from IMDb's top 250. Wouldn't get us wrong, these movies aren't bad, but do they really deserve the hype they've been given? Let's find out. Before we jump into the list, let's clarify what we mean by overrated. These are films that, despite their popularity, critical acclaim, or cult status, may not hold up under closer scrutiny. Whether it's due to outdated storytelling, overblown expectations, or simply being overhyped, these movies leave us wondering if they're truly deserving of their lofty reputations. Number 1. The Dark Knight, 2008. Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight is often considered the gold standard of superhero movies. Its gritty realism, morally complex characters, and, of course, Heath Lee's unforgettable Joker performance have cemented its legacy. But is it really the second best movie of all time, as IMDb's list suggests? While it's undeniably a fantastic film, critics argue that its over-reliance on exposition, some underdeveloped characters, and a few plot inconsistencies, like the confusing sonar system in the climax, keep it from being flawless. Moreover, its enormous fan base sometimes elevates it beyond a level it can sustain under scrutiny. Number 2. American Beauty, 1999. This Academy Award-winning film is known for its exploration of suburban ennui, midlife crises, and the dark underbelly of the American dream. Its cinematography, especially the infamous floating plastic bag scene, became iconic. However, over time, audiences have begun to re-examine the film. The overly pretentious symbolism, heavy-handed metaphors, and uncomfortable dynamics, especially involving the central relationship between Lester and Angela, make it a challenging watch today. Many feel that American Beauty feels more like an art film, trying too hard to be profound, rather than a story that resonates deeply with viewers. Number 3. The Shawshank Redemption, 1994. Arguably one of the most beloved films of all time, The Shawshank Redemption tells the story of hope, perseverance, and friendship inside a brutal prison. Its feel-good ending and Morgan Freeman's iconic narration have made it a cinematic classic. But some critics argue that it's a tad too polished and idealistic, especially for a movie about prison life. The storytelling is very linear, with few surprises, and its near-universal acclaim has led some to feel that its top spot on IMDb's list is less about quality and more about its emotional appeal to a broad audience. Number 4. The Dark Knight Rises, 2012. As the final chapter of Christopher Nolan's Batman trilogy, The Dark Knight Rises had monumental expectations to meet. While it delivers epic action sequences and a satisfying conclusion to Bruce Wayne's arc, it's far from perfect. Many point to the gaping plot holes, underwhelming characterization of villains like Talia al Ghul, and the infamous Bane voice as distractions from the movie's strengths. It's an ambitious film, but does it live up to the cinematic brilliance of The Dark Knight? Many say no. Number 5. Marvel's The Avengers, 2012. When Marvel's superhero team-up movie hit theaters in 2012, it was a game-changer. It brought together beloved characters like Iron Man, Captain America, and Thor in a way that had never been done before. But does it deserve a place among IMDb's greatest films of all time? While it's undeniably entertaining, some argue that it lacks the depth and emotional complexity that define true cinematic masterpieces. Its reliance on spectacle over storytelling makes it feel more like a well-executed crowd-pleaser than a groundbreaking piece of cinema. Number 6. Amelie, 2001. This French romantic comedy stole hearts worldwide with its quirky charm and visually stunning aesthetic. Amelie's whimsical journey through Paris is undeniably captivating, but some critics argue that it's style over substance. The film is often criticized for being overly saccharine, with a protagonist so perfect and quirky that she feels more like a caricature than a real person. While it's an enchanting experience, many feel that Amelie doesn't offer the emotional or narrative depth needed to rank so highly on IMDb's list. Number 7. The Matrix, 1999. There's no denying that The Matrix changed the landscape of sci-fi cinema forever. Its groundbreaking special effects like bullet time and its exploration of reality versus illusion were revolutionary for their time. However, upon closer inspection, its philosophical underpinnings can feel shallow, and its sequels, which failed to live up to the original, have somewhat tarnished its legacy. Is The Matrix more about flashy visuals than meaningful storytelling? For some, the answer is yes. Number 8. Braveheart, 1995. Mel Gibson's Braveheart is a sweeping historical epic filled with rousing speeches and intense battle scenes. While it's an entertaining movie, its historical inaccuracies are glaring, from its portrayal of William Wallace as a romantic hero to the fabricated love affair with the Princess of Wales. Much of the movie feels more like fantasy than fact. Critics have also pointed out its overly sentimental tone and melodramatic storytelling, which can feel dated by today's standards. Number 9. Scarface, 1983. Brian De Palma's Scarface is the epitome of excess, chronicling Tony Montana's violent rise to power. While its over-the-top performances and violent sequences have made it a cult classic, critics argue that the film glorifies its anti-hero a bit too much. The story, while engaging, is often accused of being shallow and repetitive, with its bombastic style overshadowing its substance. Is it fun to watch? Absolutely. But is it as profound as its fans claim? Maybe not. Number 10. Django Unchained, 2012. Quentin Tarantino's Django Unchained is a stylish revenge tale packed with humor, violence, and sharp dialogue. While its performances, particularly by Christoph Waltz and Leonardo DiCaprio, are stellar, some critics argue that it lacks the emotional weight of Tarantino's earlier works. The tonal shifts between brutal violence and comedic moments can feel jarring, and its lengthy runtime has also been a point of contention. It's undeniably entertaining, but is it among the best movies ever made? And there you have it, our take on the most overrated movies on IMDb's Top 250. Remember, just because a film is overrated doesn't mean it's bad. These movies have all left a significant mark on cinema, but sometimes the hype surrounding them can overshadow their flaws. Do you agree with our picks, or do you think we missed the mark? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the world of movies.